My fiancé wanted me to quit my job to be a stay-at-home wife, so I added one line to the prenup that changed everything. Garrett presented it like a romantic gesture. "I want to take care of you," he said, sliding the thick legal document across our kitchen table. "You won't need to work anymore once we're married." I'd been a software engineer for 6 years, working my way up at a tech startup. My salary was actually higher than his, though he conveniently forgot that detail whenever he talked about providing for us. The prenup was 47 pages long. Garrett's lawyer had crafted it to protect his family's real estate empire, while leaving me with virtually nothing if we divorced. I'd get a small monthly allowance as long as I remained a devoted wife and homemaker. "This seems one-sided," I said, flipping through the clauses. "That's how prenups work," Garrett replied. "My family's wealth needs protection." What he didn't know was that I'd been documenting everything for months. The way he'd started criticizing my career obsession, how he'd conveniently schedule romantic dinners during my important work presentations, the passive-aggressive comments about women who put ambition before family. I took the prenup to my own lawyer, a brilliant woman named Hadley who specialized in protecting women's assets. "This is medieval," she said after reviewing it. "He's essentially asking you to sign away your financial independence." "Can we add a clause?" I asked. Hadley smiled. "What did you have in mind?" 2 weeks later, I returned the modified prenup to Garrett. He barely glanced at the changes, too focused on the wedding planning and guest list for his family's political connections. "Perfect," he said, signing with a flourish. "My parents will be so relieved." The added clause was buried on page 34, written in the same dense legal language as everything else. In the event that either party requests the other to cease professional employment, the requesting party agrees to provide financial compensation equal to the projected lifetime earnings of the affected career, calculated at current market rates with annual increases adjusted for inflation and industry growth. My projected lifetime earnings as a software engineer, $3.2 million. We married in October. The reception was everything Garrett's mother had dreamed of. 200 guests, ice sculptures, and enough flowers to stock a funeral home. 3 months later, Garrett started the pressure campaign. "Darling, it's time to submit your resignation," he announced over breakfast. "My mother's expecting grandchildren soon, and my career is really taking off." I smiled sweetly. "Of course. I'll need the check first, though." "What check?" I pulled out my copy of the prenup, highlighted section on page 34. His face went through several emotions as he read. "This is ridiculous," he sputtered. "You can't be serious. Your family's lawyer wrote it," I said. "You signed it." Garrett called his father immediately. Within hours, their legal team was reviewing the document. The clause was ironclad. Garrett's signature made it legally binding. "We could fight this in court," their lawyer admitted during an emergency family meeting, "but it would be expensive, public, and unlikely to succeed." Garrett's mother nearly fainted when she learned the amount. $3 million? She gasped. "For what?" "For her projected lifetime earnings," the lawyer explained. "It's actually quite reasonable based on industry standards." Garrett tried everything. Guilt trips about family expectations, threats about our marriage not working out, bribes involving vacation homes and jewelry. I remained unmoved. "You wanted me to quit," I said. "The price is right there in black and white." 6 months later, I was promoted to senior engineer with a substantial raise. Garrett stopped mentioning my resignation. His family's dinner conversations shifted to other topics. Last week, his cousin's wife asked how I managed to keep working after marriage. "Simple," I said, raising my wine glass. I read the fine print. Garrett's jaw tightened, but he said nothing. "Sometimes the best protection is buried in plain sight."